Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the channel. My name is Jake. We're going to get straight into this one. How do I think the West Coast Eagles are going to go in 2022? Well, I will right now say I think we're going to make the 8. Don't shoot me. I just believe the Eagles do still have what it takes to make finals this year. But let's talk a little bit further. The Darling situation. Obviously, without knowing everything, Darling is still not vaccinated, which goes against the AFL's policy, meaning he has not been able to train with the Eagles and is also not on the cards to starting the season. So that will be a little bit of a dampener for morale, but also for our forward line. Look, I'm not going to go into depth on the Darling situation, but my mate Jesse over at True Footy, he's got a video called The Darling Situation. So if you want to find out a bit more on that one, first link in my description. Go give Jesse a sub whilst you're at it. He's bloody killing the YouTube game right now. I'm very jealous. So yeah, head on over there after this video. Now, we do have some injuries that are a bit worrying at the moment. Allen still doesn't have a date that he's going to be back. Sheed has been told that he'll miss half the season because he's now going to have surgery after his injury from our preseason game against Freo. That was a bummer. That same game, we saw Chesser Campbell, our #1 draft pick. He went down. I think he's going to also miss half the season, as well as Yo. But Yo looking like he's going to be coming back a bit sooner. So that's one upside, is that as scary as it is going into the season with these key players on the sideline, we're also not too sure what's going on with Shuey. There's talks that he might be injured, and he's always injured, so it's a bit of a worry. But as Nick Nat said in an interview the other day, he said people are already writing the Eagles off. And they are, and that's fine. I saw their performance on the weekend against Freo. It was shocking. We have some young talent that are coming through. The likes of Waterman. Waterman was very hit and miss the last few years. Now's going to be his time to step up and secure his spot in the team. As well as Bailey. Bailey's been showing good signs. Edwards is showing good signs. So I think if these young guys follow in the footsteps of some of the older talent that we have over at the Eagles, that we have the potential to find a form that will take us to finals. That old talent I'm talking about, it starts in the centre with Nick Nat. Nick Nat Nui is probably such a good leader for everyone in that side, because last year I truly believe he was probably the best on the Eagles. He consistently had good games. He could do stuff on his own if he had to. He's the playmaker. He's the ruck. So starting with him, I think a lot of these younger guys will look up to him. We've got to get him a premiership. He deserves one. Let's get him one, Eagles. But then we've also got Kennedy. I don't need to say much about Kennedy. No one can deny that he's one of the game's greatest forwards, especially for the Eagles. He's had a ripper career since he's come to us, so I don't see that stopping. I also believe it's probably his last year in the footy, so it'll be good for him. He'll have a bit of extra motivation to kick him through the centre and get us all the way. So that's something to be excited for. Jumping down to the back line, we've still got the McGoverns and the Barasses. They're both on form. They always will be. But if they have a really good season this year, you know, try and avoid injuries, please, then our defense is going to be as strong as it's ever been. So lots of potential both forward and back line. I think Cripps is injured as well now, which isn't good for the forward either, because he played a really good season last year. But look, they're going to figure something out. And we still have the Gaffs and the Kellys in the centre. Kelly went through a whole reconstruction or something over this off-season and is already back to running around and playing the full game. So as scary as it's going to be going into the season with some very key players injured. Sorry, I keep looking over here because I have my notes. I truly believe the Eagles have what it takes to be a top 8 team this year, but it's going to come down to how they start their season. I understand that not everyone here probably goes for the Eagles. If there's someone that watches these videos every time I post, I appreciate it. And you don't go for the Eagles, let me know what team you go for below, and I'll do a how I think Geelong are going to go in 2022. Thank you for watching this one. I know it's a bit all over the shop, but I go back to work and I need to get as many videos done as I can, so this is just another one of them. So hit subscribe if you haven't. Footy content coming this year, and I'll see you champions in the next one. Catch ya.